कैसे? तो जाने दो जरा मैं बात बात करके सड़क पे गलती मारे से
Hi everyone. So we'll wait 5 more minutes for others to join and then we'll start the session. I hope I am audible. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today we are going to discuss week one PA. I think it was discussed yesterday as well. So if you have any questions, then you can ask.
Hello, sir. Your voice is very low.
Okay, let me rejoin.
How about now?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
fine.
fine now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yesterday, I think we discussed week one PA. So do you have any questions there?
Sir, I have a doubt in graded assignment question. May
Okay.
I ask?
Yeah,
There is
sure.
question number 9. It has a table which has column row, which represents column, and and field and a value. So my question is how to find data type because
Data
there
type.
is no. Yes, sir.
The values are
But,
given, right?
so we assume that values given are true.
Yeah,
We have to interpret from the value itself. What is
yeah,
the data type of here? Okay.
yes,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah. Any other question? If not, I'll start discussing week two PA because week one PA was already discussed, so I'll skip that one. Have you guys gone through week two's video?
No, sir, I'm not.
Not
No,
yet.
yes, sir.
No, sir.
Around
Yes, sir, gone through
I did
everything.
activity questions in week two as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me then discuss week two. Let me share my screen.
In week two, questions are a bit trickier compared to week one now.
That's expected, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, questions are good now. More logic is applied compared to week one.
Yeah. CS 1001. I'm not able to share my screen. Can you check? Yeah, 1 second. I'm not able to share my screen. Let me pin that. If you have any questions from week 1, we can discuss that. Otherwise, if you don't have anything, then we'll move to week 2. Because I think week 1 PA was discussed in previous session. Okay, question 12. Okay, we can discuss that.
Sir, can you discuss graded assignment question? Only explain.
Yeah, I can do that. Which question?
Question number 9, sir.
Okay. I'm not able to share my screen, so if you can open the question on your end, then I'll explain. I've pinged the team,
I
but
can open, sir, but answer is already marked.
no, you don't need to share your screen. I think you won't be able to share your screen. Okay. So the question says you have some rows from words data set, and there is field and values. And based on these things, you have to identify all the rows which has some error. So first option says incorrect data type of card number, row 1. So data type of card number is incorrect. You have to check the value. And since we are talking about card number, the value should be something which is of form integer. But currently we don't have that, right? So this is definitely wrong. Then in the next option, we have incorrect data type of word. So you have to check whether the value is a string or not, a valid string or not. If it is, then it is correct. The option is incorrect since the value in row 2 is correct. Okay. Then in row 3, option 3, incorrect data type of part of a speech. You have to again check the value, whether it's part of a speech or not. If it is, then the row is correct and the option is incorrect. Then
Sir,
again, you have
can
row.
you explain what do you mean by field and values?
You have a table, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you have in table you have row number, field, and value.
Yes, sir.
So in row 1, the field name is card number and the value for row 1 is ABC. Similarly, for row number 2, we have field name as word and value is unpleasant and so on. Okay,
What do you mean by field and value in this
that
question?
is just the name of the column. That's it. Okay, so we have field as the name of the column. Second column is called field. And here, if you see the table, the third column is called value. So that is why what I am referring to. Okay. So if you see the fourth option, it is saying row 3 invalid value of part of a speech. So part of a speech, if you see row third field is part of a speech for row 3. And if we check the value, then value is adjective, which you have to check whether it is a correct part of a speech or not. If it is correct part of a speech, then the row is correct and the option is incorrect. Okay,
Okay,
is
sir.
it clear? Then we have option 5, row 4, incorrect data type of letter count. Now you have to go to row 4. Anyone asking anything? So we have fifth option where it is saying row 4, incorrect data type of letter count. Okay, so we'll go to row 4. Then we will check the value field and check the data type. The data type, since we are screen, I'm not able to share my screen. That's why I told you guys to open the question on your end. It is GA question number 9. I've asked the team to allow me, but they haven't hit. Okay,
Sir, activity 1.10, question number 3. Can you explain?
let me complete this and then I'll check that. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
so if you see option 5, we have row 4, incorrect data type of letter count. So you will check row 4 and value for row 4. So if you check the value for row 4, it is -10. And we are talking about the data type of letter count. So it should be integer and you have to check whether it is a correct integer type or not. So you will check that and based on that you will mark the option. Similarly, row 4 has invalid value of letter count. Now you will check whether the value is correct or not. That if you are counting something, then the value is correct or not. It is -10 here. So whether that value makes sense or not in this case. So that you have to check, and based on that, you have to mark the answer. Is this problem clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, which question were you asking? Oh,
Activity 1.10, question number 3.
question number 3. Okay. Record word in para has 4 fields that have different data types, but all of them have been derived from certain basic data types. Which of the following basic data types have been used? Okay, so if you check the words data set, so there are 4 fields in it, right? We have row
Yes,
number, then word, part of speech, and letter count. These are the 4 columns that we have.
sir.
So if you see the row number, it is of type what? What is the type of row number?
Integer.
Integer.
Integer. Then if we go to
Or
word,
sequence number.
sorry, could you repeat that?
Integer, or we can say sequence number. Sub data type of integer.
Yeah, we can say that, but if you check the options, we have only integer, boolean, and character. Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
so these are the 3 options only. So we'll go with integer. Then we have word. Word is of type
Word is of type character.
character. It is of type string actually, but we can
Yes.
say string is basically combination of characters. So it is of type character. Okay.
So
Then we have part of speech. Again, if we go with part of speech, it is again string, and we can say it's combination of characters. So characters. Then
yes,
we have letter count.
it
What
is of
about letter
type
count?
integer.
Integer.
Integers. So A and C are correct. B is not correct.
Okay, sir.
Sir, we were in maths class just now, so can you please summarize?
Which one?
I was in maths class, so I just
Last
left.
class.
Maths one.
I am not getting you. Can you type?
So she's saying that we were in maths class right now, so we just joined and she would like to get a summary of what just happened.
Okay.
Was there a, sorry to
So
ask, was there a max class? Where did you all find the link for it?
It's on the calendar.
No, calendar had something at 12:30 and at 2:30, but nothing happened. For 10:30, 12:30 and 2:30, nothing happened.
No, no,
It was
no.
there.
I think it was there. It was from 1:30 to 3:30.
Oh, then I think my calendar is wrong then because I was looking for
And
the classes. Maybe if one of
okay.
you can please message me your contact number, I would like to connect on this.
I can maybe I can send you the link that was shared. You can
Thank
have a
you.
look in that. Yeah.
Thank you.
okay, so we discussed two questions. One was from graded assignment, question number 9, and then we discussed question number 3 from AQ 1.10. So these are the two questions which we discussed. Apart from these questions, do you have any doubt in week 1?
When would
Sir,
Anyone?
we have
parts of
live
a speech.
session for this, sir? When would we have live session for this? For week 1?
Which thing?
Week 1?
Live session as in what? We
Uh,
already had a session, I think yesterday for PAs, right? Week 1.
yeah, for statistics we had, not for.
PT also we had, right?
Oh, I think that my calendar is really having
It,
some
Maybe
information.
you need to just add the calendar from
Yeah, I
your
had added
dashboard.
already. I did. But for
That's
CT,
fine.
it was showing a different time, and I found this detail of class now in the YouTube only because my calendar had something for 10:30, 12:30, and 2:30. Uh,
Yeah.
but no live sessions. And yesterday, live session also, I got an email, so I was able to find.
Sure.
Now, how can this be solved, sir? Whom to contact?
You can write to support or you can drop a comment on or create a post on Discord. The team will look into it and resolve it.
In
Provide
this
your email ID.
in this chat.
Not here in Discourse. You are able to access Discourse, right?
No, not that also, because I keep hearing about it. My dashboard doesn't have anything like that.
So you
So
might,
Discord will be accessible to students who have the student email ID. Otherwise, it's not possible.
yeah. Do you have that?
No,
No, I
there
don't
is
think.
no, I have the subjects and the content posted in the dashboard, but nothing like a discussion
Okay.
forum.
Okay. So
No,
you
there's a
haven't
discussion
given the
forum in the
qualifier
dashboard.
yet.
Pardon?
Yes, for
You haven't
qualifier.
given
And who
qualifier.
are direct entry from JEE, they have the access of discourse, perhaps. And who have to apply for qualifier, they don't have access for discourse. I have the same issue. I had asked for the support team, and they told me the same. That after qualify, you will have the access of discourse.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
how do I take my queries now?
in issue section, you can raise a ticket
Issue section,
Ma'am,
where is that?
you added a
on
calendar
dashboard.
for
Everything
in
is
the
on your
chat.
dashboard. You need to just have a look at the left side of your dashboard and on particular subjects. You'll find all these small topics which will be covering your queries and stuff like that. If I
All the
can make it more
calendars are
precise, I'll
there
just
in
like
week 0.
In week 0, where this calendar and all the details are there, where we have the links as well and other details. Was all who are attending for qualifier are able to see that? Is everybody able to see that what we are talking right now? People like me are having issues.
Go on dashboard and there is an option
I have
called
just shared the
issue and
link for
query.
the queries. You can submit the ticket here. Okay, and they will help you within 24 hours.
Thank you so much. I'll use this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So do you have any question? Anyone? Week 1?
Sir, practice assignment question number 10, sir.
Practice assignment question number 10. Okay.
Sir, in previous session, sir solve by using some taking values, but I want
Yeah.
to solve like randomly or another way.
Why you don't like the method he used?
Sir, because he will taking the particular number, but all the case are depend on that particular number. It could be not or something.
You are talking about question number 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's the match the column question. So if you see the field, we have sequence number of card. So if we are talking about sequence number, what do you think? Which data type will it be? Integer, Boolean, string, or character?
The sequence number is integer data type.
Integer. Okay. So A is first. Then we have B, the word yellow. What do you think about that?
Sorry, sir. Question
Integer,
number
Boolean.
11. I have sent
Okay,
in
yeah.
chat section.
Okay. Question number 11. Let A, B, and C be three distinct integer of given as input. What will X represent at the end of flowchart? So for this question, it would be better if you take some example value of A, B, and C and then try to solve. Because you have to go through all the branches in the flow chart. So it would be better if you take some examples and then go through it.
So taking a particular number is always the general case for this question.
Yeah. If you are not so sure, like suppose if you take A as 1, B as 2, and C as 3, and if you traverse the whole thing, the flow chart, and you are not able to cover all the branches, then if you want, you can change the values of A, B, and C, and then you can try again. So maybe take 3, 4 sets of different values of A, B, and C, and then try to cover all the branches of the flowchart. And based on that, you can mark the answers. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So these questions will take some time. So you have to spend some time on these questions.
Okay, sir.
Any other question in week 1?
No, sir. All questions are solved.
Okay. Is any one of you able to share your screen? Can anyone try? I'm not able to. And the team is not responding.
Sir.
Share is visible for everyone, I guess.
Can you try to share? It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working for me as well.
So yeah, the host isn't allowing sharing.
Yeah.
So are we?
So this is deep
Sir,
printing.
whiteboard is working.
Yeah, this is deep printing. Can you stop this? Whoever is presenting. H.
Okay, sir.
So we can do one thing. We can create a Google Meet and we can share the link here.
Yeah, but no, like it's this class is being live stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think in whiteboard we can share screen.
No, we can like
Just a second. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, I think we can do share screen on whiteboard.
Are you able
Am I
to?
audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, on presentation tab there is option in which we can just log in our Chrome browser and do it.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, just check it. On whiteboard, click open in browser.
I did. 1 second.
It worked?
Not yet.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, click on more tools, sir. Yeah.
It is not working.
Okay.
Okay, I'm able to share my screen. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, it's visible now.
So we will go through some of the questions from week 2. Practice assignment. Let me open the data sets as well. Okay. So the first question is the following pseudocode counts the number of students from Mumbai whose total marks are more than let average T be the total mark. The programmer may have made mistakes in one of. Okay, so we have two variables here, variable A and then we have another variable average T. So in variable A, we are storing the total marks of students who are from Mumbai in the scores data set. And then in average T, we are taking the average of the total marks. Now, this is the whole steps which the programmer has written, and there may be some errors, and we have to check which step has the error. So, step one, we are taking all the cards and arranging them in a single file. Let me use this one. So we have a file annotator. Okay. So we have one file. In this file, we are just taking all the cards and then we are initializing A is equal to 0 in a step 2. Okay. And we are starting a loop, which is basically checking whether the pile 1 is empty or not. If there is a card, then we will do step 4 and other things. If there are no cards, then we'll just stop the iteration. So step 3 is doing that. Then we have read the top card in pile 1. In step 4, we are just picking the first card from this pile. Okay, and we will do some operations in a step 5 and a step 6. So in a step 5, we are checking if the city town is Mumbai and total is greater than average total, and then we are adding 1 to A. So if town is one second. Okay, so if town is Mumbai, I'll just use M. And total average is greater than average T. So we have a variable total and we are checking whether it's greater than average T or not. If it is, then we will do A is equal to A plus 1 and move the current card to another file called file 2 and repeat from step 3. So we are doing this whole process. These two things are coming in an if block. So this is just checking whether the condition is true or not. So this is fine. This is as per the statement. We have to check for Mumbai. So this is checking that. Then we have total is greater than average T. But if we see here, average T is what? Average total mark, right? And we are checking whether total marks is greater than average T. So total marks is not that, right? Total marks is sum of all the things, all the sum of all the cards which belongs to Mumbai. So that is total mark, and average T is average of all the. So average is basically sum of the values by count, right? And this sum we are denoting as using A here, and by count you have to do. So that is different, right? So this step is basically wrong. Step 5. Is this fine? Everyone able to understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now we'll move to the next question. I'll clear this one up. Okay. Then we have the next question. The following procedure takes data from the scores dataset and counts the number of female students whose physics marks are more than their chemistry marks but less than their mathematics marks and store it in variable A. The programmer may have made mistakes in one or more steps. Assume that the steps not mentioned in the options are free from errors. Identify all such steps, if any. So we are again using the scores dataset, and we are basically counting the number of female students for which the physics marks is more than chemistry mark and less than mathematics marks. Okay, so this is the condition that we are checking, and all the cards or all the students for which this condition is satisfying, we are storing those students in variable A. Okay, so A is basically count of this. Maybe we can say this is condition D. So count of cards in D. This we have to check. Okay. Now first we are doing what? We are arranging all the cards in pile 1. Then we are initializing A equal to 1. If pile 1 is empty, then we are stopping the iteration. Read the top card in pile 1. And if gender is female and mathematics marks is less than physics marks and chemistry marks less than physics marks, then add 1 to it. So, okay, if we see this option, this is this step, this is fine. If we see this option, is this correct, or do you think there is some error in step 2?
It is not in slice to 0, it is slice to 1. That might be wrong.
Yeah, yeah. So if we initialize it to 1, there could be a chance that there are no students with satisfying this condition, right? But since we are initializing the variable to 1, we will always get at least 1 as the answer, right? So this step is incorrect. Then this is fine. We have a step 4, which is just picking the top card from pile 1. This is also fine. If gender is F, which is part of our question, so this part is fine. Math marks less than physics marks. If we check the condition, this is incorrect, right? Math marks should be greater than physics marks. And if we check this chemistry marks less than physics marks, this is also fine. But this part is incorrect. So because of that, this option, this step is also incorrect. And then in the step 6, we are just moving the card to another file. So this is also correct. So step 2 and 5, they are incorrect. Any doubt in this one? Or is it fine?
Sir, can you explain why step 2 is wrong? Why not variable A to 1?
Okay. Here, if you read the question, you have to count all the female students for which physics marks is more than chemistry marks, and physics marks is less than their mathematics marks. So this is the condition. Okay. Now we have to check all the students or count all the students for which this thing is satisfying. Suppose we have a data set in which this particular condition is not satisfying at all for any card. Okay. So in that case, the answer should be A is equal to 0, right? After completing the iterations, right? But here, since we are initializing the value of A to 1, we will always have our answer greater than equal to 1,
Yeah, got it.
right? So that is incorrect. So step 2 and step 5 are incorrect. Is it clear? Okay, then we'll move to next question. The given procedure finds the number of sentences with maximum number of words from the words data set, fill in the blanks from the given choices and complete the process. Okay. So what this question is saying is we have a word data set, and from that word data set we are iterating through all the words and checking whether the length of the word is has maximum length or not. Okay, sorry. We have to basically check the sentences in which we have the maximum number of words. Okay, so suppose we have 10 sentences, we have to check whether suppose sentence one is of length 7, then we have all the sentences which are either of length 7 or less than that. So since the number of words is at max 7, then we have to check all the sentences, number of sentences for which the length of number of words in the sentence is 7. So this we have to do. So for that, what we will do is we'll first arrange the cards in a single file. That we have to do. Then we have to initialize some variable a, b. So one of the variables we will use for counting the number of words in a sentence, and another we will use to store the maximum value, to store the length of the maximum, the length of the sentence with the maximum word. So that we will use. So we are initializing three variables. Then this is the if condition that we will use to stop the iteration. This is again the step that we use to pick the card from pile 1 and move it to different pile. Now add 1 to variable a. Since we have seen a new sentence, we will just use a variable and increment it by 1. If word does not end with a full stop, then go to step 11. Okay. So if we encounter a full stop, that means the new sentence will start in next uh, iteration. So we will basically set count to 0 and then proceed. So if that case is not satisfying, then we will skip these things 7, 8, 9, 10, and we will just move to 11 and move the card to another point. Okay. So that is the thing. And then we have step 7, where if A is less than B, then we'll go to step 10. Otherwise, we'll assign 8 to B and increment the count by 1. Okay. So that we are doing. We have to find what will be there in step 9. So we have some options and we have to find that. Now, if we see these things are fine, A is basically storing some number. Then we have B, and count is counting the number of words. Okay, in the iteration. Okay, so when we start the iteration, we are starting while. In the loop, we will first increment A. This we are doing. If the word is not ending with a full stop, then we will just move to this and move uh, the word, the card to basically next pile. So we have 2 piles, P1 and P2. Well, if this condition is not getting satisfied, we will just pick the card and move it here. And we have incremented the count already, so that won't affect anything. We will just do that. If that is not satisfying, then we will check If A less than B, if that is happening, then we will initialize A again. Okay. A less than B, then we will initialize A to 0 again. Otherwise, we will say B is equal to A. Okay, and then we have to do here what we will do here. So if A is equal to B, then what we will do is count is equal to count plus 1. Okay, so what we are actually doing here is we are checking whether we have hit the full stop or not. If we have, then we will start the new iterating the new sentence. If we haven't, then we will just go and iterate the things, okay, and initialize A to 0. If the value of A is greater than B, then we will just assign A in B and increase the count by 1, okay. And if the value of A and B both are equal, then we will add 1 to count, because what we have to do is the number of sentences, we have to count the number of sentences where the maximum number of words is same. Okay, so if we have sentence 1 of length maybe 7.
Sir, I have a query. Can I ask,
Yeah.
sir? Sir,
Go ahead.
the scores data sheet, with which I did an example practical assignment. So
Yeah.
I found that there are only 29 sheets, but when they submitted the answer, the answer came that it is wrong, because then the total comes to 30. But I have checked double time 3 times, which starts with 29, it goes to 0, but in between one card is missing from the data. So in
Sir,
case when
part number 11, sir, is missing.
yeah. So what I wanted to ask, sir, is that now when I've submitted the graded exam, will they take it as, because I have got one and someone else has another, then it should be a problem, sir?
Yeah, so that I can check with the team,
Yeah.
and
So
if
please
there
check
is
this,
an
sir.
issue, then we'll update the data set and
But then I have
let you
already
guys know.
given my graded this. Today I have submitted it. So then will there be an issue?
You can use the score PDF. There is also a PDF file in the drive. If you will download the file dataset, you will see score.pdf. So in that sheet, you will have all the details there. I mean, 0 to 29, 30 dataset.
30 are there in that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Scroll it down the drive, you will have score.pdf.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, thanks, sir. Sir, if you permit, I am preparing for another course. So can I leave, sir?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we have to count the number of sentences for which the maximum number of words is same. So suppose we have sentence 1, and sentence 1 has some maybe 7 words. Then we have sentence 2, maybe 3 words. Then we have some other sentences, or sentence 3, maybe 5 words, and so on. So if 7 is the maximum number of words in a sentence, we have to count all the sentences which have 7 words in them. So that is the task that we have to do. Now here we did these steps, so these are fine. Then in step 6, we are just checking for the full stop. If it is not there, then we will just move the card into next file, into the different file, processed file. Otherwise, what we are doing is we are just checking if A is less than B, and then based on that we are initializing A again, reinitializing A again. Okay, so if it is less than B, We are just initializing. And in a step 8, if you see, if A is greater than B, we are just storing the value of A in B. So A is basically the current maximum. Okay, it is current maximum. So if current maximum is less than B, which is the max value, okay, current maximum, if current maximum is less than B, then we will not do anything and we will just initialize A. That is, we will just reinitialize current max to 0. But if it is greater than B, that is the global maximum, it's smaller than the current maximum, then we need to update B, because B is global maximum and we are not, our current maximum is bigger than that. So what we will do is we will just update our B to A, which is our current maximum. Okay, so this is what we are doing. And then what we will do is, if A is equal to B, then we will we will add count to, we will add 1 to count. So this we have to do. But there is one more thing that we need to consider. We have to check whether there is a full stop or not. So if we do that, to end a sentence, we need a full stop. And for that, we need to check whether the word ends with full stop or not. If the word ends with full stop, then we will just check whether A is equal to B or not. And if both conditions are satisfying, then we will add 1 to count. Okay, so is this clear? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so our correct option is option C. Okay, C is the correct option. Then we have to do this one. What will A minus B represent after execution of the following procedure using the shopping bills? Okay, so we have a shopping bills data set and we are doing some process, and at the end of the process we will have some value for A and B, and then we have to check what is A minus B representing. So first we are arranging all the cards in the pile, then we are initializing A and B to 0. If pile 1 is empty, then we will stop the iteration, read the top card in pile 1. If bill contains an item milk, then add 1 to variable A. So if A is basically counting the number of items which have number of bills which have milk. So if this is happening, then we are just incrementing it. If name is equal to Srivatsan and the bill contains an item milk, then add 1 to variable B. So for B, what we are doing is, it is for Srivatsan and the item has milk. So if both conditions are satisfying, then we are adding 1 to B. So these are the two conditions, and based on that, we are incrementing the variables. Last step is basically moving the current card to next file, so that is fine. Now we have to subtract B from A. What will this give? Can anyone tell? What will this give? A minus B?
Other than the one which contains the milk item milk.
Yeah, so all the bills which have milk as an item, and they are not Srivatsan's bill. Okay, so number of bills other than Srivatsan, not this one. Number of C number of bills other than Srivatsan's which contain the item milk. Is this clear? Is this clear, or do we have any doubt in this one? Okay, then I'll move to the next question. For this one, we have to go through the scores dataset. I'll tell you the process, but we won't go through all the datasets. Okay, so you have to do that manually. What will be represent after the execution of the following procedure using the scores dataset? Arrange all the cards in a single pile. So we'll arrange in a single pile. Then we are initializing A to 0 and B to 0. If pile 1 is empty, then stop the iteration. Read the top card in pile 1. If physics marks is not less than mathematics marks, then store physics marks minus mathematics marks into A. So if physics marks is not less than mathematics marks, so we are talking about greater than equal to. Okay, so if physics marks is greater than or equal to mathematics marks, then we will store in A. Okay, then we will store physics mark, that is P minus M. If A greater than B, then store A in B. So B will have the value of A if A is greater than B. Move the current card to another pile. So this is the whole thing, and we have to find the answer, which will, if you go through all the cards, you will find a 28. So what we are trying to do here is B is again some kind of max. Okay, B is some kind of max. Now we are iterating through the cards and checking for this condition whether P is greater than equal to M or not. If it is, then we are storing P minus M. Okay, and B has the global maximum, and this is local maximum, you can say. Okay, this is again maximum, but this is local maximum for a single card. Okay, so at the end of this whole process, we have to find what B will contain. So if you see and compare the whole process with this thing, so A will have the maximum value when the difference between P and M is highest, right? Among all the cards in the data set, the highest value of A will be when P minus M is highest. Okay, so you have to compare the marks between, you have to find the difference between the marks of M and P, mathematics and physics, and the card for which the marks is maximum. You will pick that card and you will find the value of A, which will be your P minus M, and whatever value you get for this one, that will be your B. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, you can ask. It's not like you just have to say yes. Okay, we'll move to next question now. The given procedure is executed on the score dataset. What will mean represent after execution of the process? So we are initializing three variables, uh, four variables actually. A 1000, B is also 1000, C is also 1000, and we have min which will also be 1000. If the pile is empty, then we will directly move to 9. Otherwise, we will do these things. Read the top card in pile 1. If mathematics marks less than A, then store mathematics marks in A. So if math marks is less than A, then we are doing A is equal to math marks. Okay. If physics marks less than B, then we are doing B is equal to physics marks. This is for one card. So for each card, we will evaluate these, and based on that, we will change these values. And if chemistry marks is less than C, then we will store C as C. Move the current card to another pile. If A less than B, then store A in min, otherwise store B in min. If C less than min, then store C in min. Then what we are doing is, once we are done with iterating through all the cards using this whole conditions, these three conditions, once we are done, then we will check whether the value of A is less than B or not. If it is, then we will store min will be value of A if this condition satisfies. If this doesn't satisfy, then min will be equal to B. Okay. Once this is done, we'll do the same thing using C. Then we have some value, either it could be either A or B. The value of min could be A or B after doing this. Then we will just compare C, whether C is less than min or not. And based on that, we will switch the value of C. If it is less than min, then we will say that min is equal to C. Otherwise, we will just say that min is equal to min. Now, we have to check, we have to tell which option is correct. So if you see, first we went through all the cards and store the values, the minimum values of mathematics in A, minimum values of physics in B, and minimum values of chemistry in C. So these are the minimum values that are stored in ABC. Then we compared which one is bigger, B or A. So suppose A is smaller, then we are storing the value of A in minimum. That is, we are again picking the minimum out of A and B. And once that is done, we are again picking the minimum out of these two things. So what we are trying to do is we are just trying to find the lowest marks across all the subjects, because for maths we have a variable, for physics we have another variable, for chemistry we have another variable, and we are comparing all these three finally, and we are just storing the minimum value as min of A, B, or C. Okay, so whichever is the minimum value, we are just returning that. So it would be your option D. Okay, lowest marks across all subjects. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will move to question 7. The following pseudocode is executed using this course dataset. What will count represent at the end of the execution of pseudocode? So we have count. Then we are again checking whether pile 1 has cards or not. Read the first row or first pile, first card from the pile. Then we are initializing one more variable, which is C is equal to this. If x dot mathematics greater than 75, we are saying that the value of C will increase by 1. If x dot physics greater than 75, we are saying C is equal to C plus 1. Same thing for chemistry. If C less than equal to 2, then count will increment by 1, and then we are moving X to the card to the next table. So can anyone tell what we are doing here? What will be the option for this one? Correct option for this one? Based on the procedure or based on the code, what do you think? What we are doing here? Anyone? Okay. So here we have a card. Okay, and in the card we have mathematics mark, then we have physics
Sir,
mark.
it should be option number 3. I mean option number D.
Option number D, number of students who have scored more than 25 marks in all three subjects. Why do you think so? Okay, we'll go through this whole thing. What is happening? So we have in each card we have mathematics marks, physics marks, and chemistry marks. Okay, we have an internal variable which is checking within the card. While loop is outside, we are just checking within the card. So within the card, we are checking whether mathematics marks is greater than 75 or not. If it is, for suppose this is one of the cards, and for this card we are checking whether this is happening or not. So for this card, we are initializing C is equal to 0 and checking whether mathematics marks is greater than 75 or not. So we check this, and let's pick some values as well. 78. Maths is 78.
Option
Just
number
give
D,
me
sir.
25. Okay, we'll come to that. We are just checking for maths. So maths is greater than 75 or not? It is. So C will become 1. Now we will go to condition 2, which is this one, physics for physics. We'll check whether physics is greater than 75 or not. It is not, so C will remain as it is. Then we will check this one, X dot chemistry. That is, we'll check for chemistry and whether it is greater than 75 or not. For chemistry, it is not greater than 75. It is equal to 75. So again, C will not increase. So C will become 2. Now we are finally checking whether C is less than equal to 2 or not. If it is, then we are incrementing the global variable, that is your count. Okay. And based on this thing, the options will change. We know that we are checking across all the cards, across all the subjects, and we are checking whether the student has more than 75 marks in at most 2 subjects. Okay, because this condition will satisfy for C is equal to 0, for C is equal to 1, and for C is equal to 2, right? So what does C is equal to 0 mean? That the student doesn't score that the student doesn't score more than 75 in any of the subjects. Okay, C is equal to 0 means that. For if we take C is equal to 1, then the student may have scores more than 75 in math or physics or chemistry, anyone. Okay, and if we pick C is equal to 2, that means it could be either math plus physics, or it could be physics plus chemistry, or could be math plus chemistry. So one pair, in one pair, the student has scored more than 75. If C is equal to 3, then for all the subjects, student has scored more than 75 marks. But if you see this condition, we are not allowing this part. So this is not correct for this one. These three are correct. So if we check the options, number of students who has scored more than 75 marks in at least 2 subjects. Okay. So this is saying at least 2 subjects. That means this condition. Number of students who has scored more than 75 marks in two subjects. So this is equal to 2. Okay. Then number of students who has scored more than 75 marks in at most two subjects. So if we are talking about at most, it is this condition. Number of students who has scored more than 75 marks in all three. So this is equal to 3. Okay. So which option is correct? Option C. Option D is incorrect. Okay.
C.
Yeah, C is correct and option D is incorrect. Now we will move to question number 8. Again, we have a pseudocode and we have to evaluate this code, and based on that, we have to select the option. So we'll go through the code. We have A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0. And we are going through the card one by one, and we are checking whether mathematics marks is less than physics or not. This is the condition we are checking. In first if block, if it is correct, then we will increment A by 1, okay, B by 1, and C by 1. If mathematics marks is less than physics, greater than physics, then we are just incrementing B and C. And if mathematics marks is equal to physics, then we are just incrementing C. Okay, what will be the value of C minus A represent? So we want to check what will this be at the end of the iteration. So what will be the answer for this one? Can anyone tell what will be the answer? We are not. Anyone wants to attempt this one? What will be the answer for this one?
So when C is incremented, sir,
Yeah,
it is taking all conditions. So C
all
is,
conditions.
yes, sir, because C is incremented everywhere, sir. Whether it is
Yeah,
equal to,
yeah,
less than, or greater than.
yeah. And what about
And
B and A?
it's taking only less than. So the remainder will be greater than, maths is greater than, and maths is equal to physics.
Right. Okay. This is clear, right? Everyone understands this one. Or do you want me to explain?
Can you explain it?
So we have three conditions. Okay. These are the three conditions. And if you check all the conditions, if we check for C,
Hmm?
in all the conditions, C is getting incremented, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what the condition is, C will always increment. Is this statement correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now we will talk about A. We'll skip B because we don't want to check for B. So when are we incrementing A?
So when the physics must have more.
Physics marks is greater than
Yeah, when mathematics marks is
math
less than the
marks.
physics marks.
Yeah, mathematics marks is less than physics marks.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we say that A will hold the count of all the cards for which maths is less than physics?
Yes, sir. We can say.
And for C, can we say count of all cards? This is a start
Yes, sir.
for all. Can we say this for C?
Yes, sir.
Now, if we try to do C minus A, what will we get?
C minus A.
So greater to or equal to? Maths is greater
Yeah.
to or equal to 6.
So we will get this. So all the cards which are satisfying this condition will be there. Correct?
So what if C is equal to C plus 1 was not in all of the conditions, it was just in one of those two of the conditions, not just one.
So you will evaluate based on that. You have to
Um,
first check what A is saying, in which conditions we are incrementing A, in which conditions we are incrementing C, and based on that you have to come to a law.
so I mean to ask if C was not in all the three conditions, then it would not represent
All, yeah, all cards.
all, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose we don't have C in this one. Okay, we are not incrementing anything in the last if statement. Then what will C hold?
So I think that would not make much sense. Instead of the last one, we can do the second one.
Yeah, this also you can increment. That is also fine. You got the sense, right? You got the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then we'll move to the next question. So the correct option is A and D. Number of students on mathematics marks are at least as much as physics. So that is correct. Number of students on physics marks are at most as. This is also correct. Okay, now we have to tell what will be C minus B. So
So
this one
I
I want
have
to.
I have a feeling this question works only because C is applicable as a total. Otherwise, it does not make a lot of sense.
Yeah, correct.
Right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, in the next question we are checking for C minus B. Can anyone tell what is it?
The mathematics marks is more than or equal to physics marks.
More than or equal to? You sure?
Just a second.
Sir, math
Only
marks
equal,
is
sir.
less
Only
than.
equal, sir.
We are keeping B only in this condition, right?
Only
So it is
equal.
not
Only
just,
equal.
yeah, it is just not satisfying this condition. So C minus B will just be all the cards for which mathematics and physics marks are equal.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Okay. Now we'll move to question number 10. We have three variables A, B, and C, and we are iterating through the cards. If gender is false, sorry, female, and city town is Chennai, we are incrementing A. Okay, so for incrementing A, we have two conditions. Gender should be female, and city should be Chennai. Okay, so this is the condition for which we are incrementing it. And we have another loop where we are incrementing the value for B. So B we will increment if gender is not equal to female and city town is Bangalore. Okay, in that case we
Sir,
are
C will be
incrementing.
true when the female students from Chennai is greater than the students from like Bangalore.
The
Yeah, male
male
students
students of
from
Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Are you talking about the answer?
Yeah.
So we have to check this.
Yeah.
and we have if this condition is there, then C will have the value
Yeah.
true, otherwise not. So what was your answer? Could you repeat that?
Like my answer? Sure.
Can
Yeah.
you say
It's
are greater than Bangalore?
when the female student from Chennai is greater than the male student from Bangalore.
Okay. So that should be your answer, and
Yeah.
we'll check that. If there are more male students from Bangalore, that female student
Yeah, it's option number
from
C.
Chennai. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Now we'll move to question 11. How many questions are there? This is the last question. Oh, we'll attempt this one.
Can you erase that on the screen?
Yeah, yeah. A principal wants to send the students of our college to participate in
Sir, what's
annual
the question?
inter-college sport. This is the statement.
No, like what we have to find. Like that.
So we have some steps, and there may be some error in these steps, and we have to find this.
Okay.
Cards as shown below. The question is clear, right? So we have a data set which is of this format. We have sequence number, the student name.
Your voice is getting low.
I didn't get you. Okay. So we have a sequence number, name of a student, and we have some sports that the student can play. Okay. So this is the data set, and we someone created a data set, and while creating the data set, they used some algorithm. We have to evaluate which steps in the algorithm are wrong. So the requirement is the student should play at least 3 games. So the number of games in the card should be at least 3. And the student plays either cricket or football, but not both. So the number of games should be greater than equal to 3. Number of games should be greater than equal to 3. And games should contain either football or cricket, but not both. Okay. So this is the condition. And for this condition, we have to evaluate whether the processing is correct or not, the algorithm is correct or not. Okay. So we'll go through the algorithm. Check. Arrange
Just a
all the
second,
cards.
sir. Can you show the options? Yeah, options. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So first we will arrange all the cards in a single pile. We'll initialize 3 variables, C, F, and X. We have C, we have X, and F. Okay. So these are the 3 variables we have. We are starting the iteration in step 3, and we'll evaluate whether file 1 is empty or not. We are checking whether there are any cards or not. And if there are, we will just pick the top one. If the student plays at least 3 games, then go to step 10. Move the card to another pile called pile 2 and repeat process. Okay, so if a student is playing, if a student can play more than 3 games, then we are just moving that card to next pile. Okay. If the student plays cricket, increment C. C is incremented when student can play cricket. F is incremented when he can play football. If C plus F is greater than 2, oh sorry, if C and F is 2, then we are incrementing X. Reinitialize variables C and F to 0. Okay. So what do you think? What is the issue with this algorithm? Are all the steps correct, or do we have any incorrect step?
I think step
Sir, I think step number 5.
yes,
Okay.
because
Yeah, because the algorithm skips the student who plays at least 3 games. But sir, it should skip who plays like less than 3 games, no?
Why do you think so?
no,
This
I
condition
think
is fine, no?
that step is not considering either cricket is played or football is played.
Either cricket is played or football is played, but not both. Yeah, that step is not considering that. But in a step 6 and 7, we have 2 variables and we are incrementing them, right? And we are increasing the value of x only when c plus f is 2. So what do you think about that?
Step at C plus F it equals to 2, but no one can play cricket or football both.
Sir, because in the question it says in the the statement number 1 says the student plays at least 3 games, and second
Hmm.
statement says the student plays either cricket or football, but not both.
Yeah. So which options are correct? Which steps are incorrect actually?
I believe these
Step
steps
5
are incorrect.
Step 5, someone said step 5. What
Yeah,
yeah,
else?
why it should go to step 6.
Step 5 should go to step 6.
Yes, instead of step 10.
Why do you think so?
Because then only it will check if cricket a student is playing cricket or football.
But we have 2 variables, no, for that. C and F. We have 2 variables.
Because sir, if we go from step 5 to 10, how can we check the student play cricket, football both?
Yeah, that we can do. That we can't do, right? We are not, we are considering this, but we are not considering this step. Okay, so we have to fix that in the step 5. That is correct. There is one more mistake. We are checking C plus F is equal to 2 and then incrementing X, right? So student should play cricket and football, right?
Sir, what does C plus F
Yeah.
is equal double equal to 2 means?
That is some that Here, what will C be? C is equal to 1, right? If
Yeah.
the student plays cricket, F will also be equal to 1 if the student plays
No, it should be
uh,
like C plus F is equal to 2. It's not be like double equal to.
double equal to is equal to. In you might have checked the lectures. For assignment, we are using single equals, and for equal to check, we are using double equal.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So
like when I was learning Python, like double equal to means they are checking is it equal or not. But
yeah,
in
yeah,
this
that is
case,
what
it's a
that is what
statement.
happening.
It's equal to. So there should be a single equal to.
Here we are checking whether this condition is true or not. Okay.
But so the question wants cricket or football, but not both, na?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, step 8 is incorrect because here we are checking whether the student plays both uh, cricket and football or not.
Yeah. So step 5 and step 8.
Yeah, so both are incorrect. Any doubt?
No.
So we have B and we have C. Okay. What will be the correct statement for step 8? Can anyone tell?
Pardon?
C plus F is equal to 1.
Yeah, C plus F is equal to 1. So that will make step 8 correct. Any doubt?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And so that's it for today. Do you have any other question you would like to ask? Most of you haven't seen week 2, so if you have any more doubt in week 1, you can ask quickly. We don't have any doubts, right? Okay.
No, sir.
So I'll close the session, and in the next session we will discuss maybe graded assignment from week 1. If they are not discussed before Saturdays, then we will do that. Otherwise, we will pick something from week 2 and discuss that. Okay. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, is there any classes are going on this link?